Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, and I'm back with some more Dutch detective Who and the Taff, and I checked off screen, and this quest triggered completely fine, or this case or whatever, and so I came back on recording, and it worked perfectly fine. I have no idea what happened last time. Maybe it's just when you complete a case you have to leave the area and then come back in, and I don't know. Because once again I've been got by the nuisance that is, you can't take on more than one case at once. Anyway, we need to, she's looking for a helping hand. Well, I imagine Beatrice is probably middle-aged. Maybe she'll point us in the right direction of a hand that can help, or something, ladies. Anyway, oh, well, apparently there's something she wanted to give us anyway. What is it? It's a raffle... Beatrice, you're like an entire case and an alien abduction too late. And there's only one. Like, we needed 5 of those asses, and you only gave us 1. Thanks for nothing. Well, we might as well turn it in. I mean, we need 5, but we got 1. But where are we going to get 4 more, considering how much trouble we went to in case 5? That doesn't really make any sense, but whatever. Well, why would that result in you lowering the cost of admission? Well, whatever. The point is, raffle that ass. Except not that ass, but you know. We won 4th place. Again. Do I look like Loic Knotted? Anyway, it's the back scratcher, again, a recycled graphic, again, that's what this game's bonus material does, but, well, it's a hand on a stick that can help you scratch things, so it's a helping hand, I suppose? Yeah, I know, it's the best we could come up with on such short notice, but then again, it's your fault for not spawning the quest sooner, but... Oh, well, okay then, I thought you were being sarcastic, but apparently it's just the thing! Well, alrighty then. Now, I don't want to spoil... Well, actually, it doesn't matter if I do spoil, because you're going to find out eventually, but in this episode we do complete the touch list, but we'll get to that when we get to that. First of all, Chloe, what is your ass doing? Absolutely nothing, apparently. Who's next? Yo ass! Everyone isn't us. Well, all of me? I charge by the hour, you know. What? Okay, so... Another returning item from case 5, it's the bottle of green tea, and it's unopenable apparently, so let's try to open this ass. And a completely unique graphic, a thing with a coloured-in lid. I believe you don't see that anywhere else in the game, and Funky can't open it, we can't open it, because it's too stiff! Oh, the sex puns and the double entendres. Anyway, Chloe, you're an aggressive little bitch, how about you? Oh. Well, you would have thought that her and her chocolate spread ass hair would be the first port of call, because she's so aggressive and... passionate, I suppose, and no, she can't do it. Well, how about we completely subvert expectations and give it to the softest character in the game? And also, it turns out that her hair is not on the touch list. That was the first game I was getting confused. But, here, just open this ass for our asses. So many asses. Yeesh. Same to you. Oh. Well, there you go, then. I suppose it kind of makes sense, because the toughest character... Well, the toughest main character can't do it. But... the quote-unquote softest main character can, because that's how expectations work? I don't know, it's being subversive for the sake of is that even the word I'm looking for? In any case, we opened the bottle of green tea, so just take it and say nothing more about it, and let us insert a thing into our investigation report. Wait, but, sir... They sell green tea in this universe, but apparently nobody drinks it, because he's just trying to open it, and we were pouring it all over an alien spaceship that relies on things being slippery and wet and lubricated. Hey, I feel you, Fungi. Anyway, where am I going next? I genuinely don't remember. Oh, we're heading back here. Ah, yes, because the first case we did in this episode opens up the case that we just did with the bottle of tea. Oh my, that's suggestive. Oh, right, okay, sorry, my brain went somewhere nasty. But you need to do that green tea case in order to open this case, which is why I had to cut the last episode a bit short. But, oh no, she's missing 1 stamp. The children are playing swords. Sorry, playing with swords. Oh no, they are bleeding. They're dead. Don't call again. Oh, square mom. Anyway, so... recycled graphics, but sort of yes, sort of no. Like, this stamp card came from case 4 of the first game, so technically it's not recycled from within this game, but it is recycled from within the series. Within? I'm turning slightly French. Well, I am, like, less than one, but there is some French in me somewhere, but there's also some Irish, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Anyway, while we were here, I tried to get Harrison's beard for the touch list. I do that at some point in this episode, but this is not that point, because we're in a case. Anyway, Dover seems like the most likely person to have that last stamp for this card, because he's always at the pastry shop, except he's not in this game, because this is his new hangout in the Tough Guy Club in the forest. Because, like, it used to be in the first game he'd just sit at his seat in the pastry shop and just stay there, but now he has friends. Congratulations, I suppose, with the old banana shark ass. Anyway, stamp also recycled from the first game. We can just stick that onto there, just like in the first game, exactly the same puzzle, exactly the same everything. In fact, we even get the stamp from the same person, albeit in a slightly different way. Well, I will give you 3 guesses as to what the prize for turning this thing in is, and the first 2 don't count. But before we see what that is, I just want to point out that Penelope wants you to do everything for her, including wiping her ass, because she asked us to fill in the stamp card, but she won't take it back. She wants us to go and claim the prize on her behalf. You lazy butt-ass hair person. But yes, as I was saying, any predictions as to what the prize for this little promotion is, because, you know, case 4, the first game, all the puzzles are the same. Congratulations, and give us the thing, and it's that bloody laughing bag again. Oh, hallelujah, there are no batteries. So, no annoying laughter. So they've programmed in the graphics, but not the sound effect, is essentially what I'm getting from this. Well, we got the thing, we can throw that at Penelope's face and have a grand old time. Come to think of it, I could have shown it to Dover, see if I can get any reaction from him, but it's too late now. But you are quite welcome. So, I believe we have to leave and talk, we have to leave the area completely and come back in to talk to Penelope to trigger another quest, but now is a prudent time to take a brief intermission to fill up some of the touch list. Now, this board has been on the touch list the entire time, and I never bothered to check. Now, I'm going to go into chipmunk mode here. Well, the game is, I'm not. Because, just to give a scale of how long I spent trying to make this thing trigger to get the geological layer, which is number 37 on the touch list. Like, it took me so bloody long just to get the right spot, because it's very, very fussy as to where you have to tap in order to give you the bloody touch list item. And this footage is sped up by 300%. So just take the amount of time that we're in chipmunk mode, and then multiply it by 3, and that's essentially how long it took me to get the exact right spot there. Like, it is so fussy. They can barely see it on the screen. You have to be in just the right place. And I think it's something to do with the programming there that allows you to do that glitch in the third case that I showed off, where you can walk all over that building, because in order to get back there, the game has to disable clipping, so you can walk over to it and, you know, walk through solid objects, and that's what happened in case 3. Anyway, Harrison's beard, like I promised. Give us the thing with your face. And that just leaves 2 further items, both of which we can get in the well, I would say the last case of this episode, but not the last case in the game. We have, after the next thing we do, in fact, we have a thing and a half to do. They count as 2 separate mini cases, but I know one essentially follows on from the other. But we're doing 2 more sub cases in this episode, and then we've got 2 more to do in the next one. One's fairly lengthy, and then one's just the reward for completing the touch list. And then I'll show off the bonus features. So next episode should be the last one, but we'll see. Anyway, she says the same thing twice, but yeah. So Daisy hasn't come home, so, well, we should probably look for her, because, you know, I spent all this time humming and hawing over whether or not she actually is in this game, but, you know, if you think about it logically, where else would she be but at the top of the department store, with your cat-ass face, and I accidentally stood on top of her this entire time. So she's looking for work, you see, this is why I'm saying it makes sense, because she's looking for a job, and so she comes to the place with the shops, because she has experience in retail, and Kylie Jenner is far more hands-on with running her business these days, so none of the shops here are interested in her, and her old job is filled by her, like her manager is doing her job for her. That reminds me, my mother works in a shop as well, and apparently her managers are the absolute biggest purple pieces of arse in, like they're just terrible at life, but I wouldn't want to sling any mud, as it were, but they are horrible people, and I'm not going to speak about things of which I have no experience, but dressing room, curtain, fitting room thing, it's a touch list item, and here's Kylie Jenner. And, clearly... But in the first game you weren't, because you didn't exist. But what about art and noodles and shit? You used to be an artist, and now you're just being a customer service person. Now, what you have to do next is kind of really random. You go to the forest, you head up to where the noodle chute is, and was, and still is, and... Well, first of all, Inspector Diarrhea is here, but she's got her own mini case, which we'll tackle in the next episode. But this box here, we found the color red noodles, because Americans can't spell. Like, that's the stuff that was stolen in the first case, and it's taken us until now to find it, and you know, they're not there until you do this mini case, which is unlocked by having the green tea thing, which is unlocked by doing the thing for the grandmother, which requires you being able to get to the department store to talk to Granny. And you see that it's this long, complex chain that means that it takes the entire game to find the color red noodles. Anyway, that's all we need to tempt her into abandoning her job and giving Daisy her job back. So... Also, apparently she needs to severely vent under her mop-ass hair. So, she's finally unloading about the stuff that happened at the end of Case 1. And she was, to be fair, she was being given a bollocking by the Cornstalker in disguise, rather than Mayor Tom, but Mayor Tom is a turkey-ass motherfucker, so... whatever. There we go, we've convinced her that she needs to hire part-time help, so we'll go and get Daisy and her cat-ass face in the butt, and, well, in a strange sort of way, we've helped everyone by causing unrest which then resolved itself sideways, kind of. I know what I mean, and you've seen me do it, so you technically know what I mean. Anyway, so Daisy, we got you your thing back, so go and retake up your old job. And she's gone. I couldn't think of anything to say before she left. I'm surprised just how little she has to do with this game. Like, she has an entirely separate character model that they've only included for this bonus case, which is actually sort of impressive, really, the amount of dedication they've put into this bonus material. But anyway, we'll finish that case, so we'll come here and start a new case, which is just a case of... Like, this is the half case I mentioned before, the whole Daisy's back kind of thing. So she's moved back in. She wants to live here because it's in the town of Osawari, where her job is, and a nice follow-up to the first game, she's learned Morse code, and that's how they communicate. But they haven't programmed in her room, so she's just standing here. So she got her job back, that's what we just sorted out, and... Well, she wants to give us a reward of some kind. And let's just take a moment to linger on the following amount of text. The game says it all for me. It just... Is this Honey Pop? Hey. So, Daisy is a touch list item. What the fuck? Anyway, I didn't check, but I think she is now permanently located in the clothing store, and I think Kylie Jenner has fucked off to the forest. But I'm not 100% certain of that. I haven't checked, and it's been a while since I've played the game. Like, naturally. Anyway, there is a thing for completing the touch list and then telling Cromwell about it, but we didn't confirm that we've finished the touch list because you need to go into the touch list and see the reward screen, which we'll do now. But because we're here in the office already, so you need to see this screen first, but I think I'm going to have to leave and come back to tell Cromwell about it, but I'll save it until after the end of the next mini-case in the next episode. So I have been, and will continue to be, Tessellating Hexagons, and I'll see you in the next episode when we do more stuff.